Now it's time for us to take you to our communities and tell you what is happening. I can tell you what, a lot of things are happening. If not for this show, myself, I really didn't know that we have a long way to go. Education, health, road, everything, everything in this country really needs an intervention when it comes to the government intervention, private sector intervention, whatever it is. But today we are going to focus a lot on education. We will take you to the northern part of the country and come back to the southern part of the country. So with the northern part of the country, we are focusing on a Yapei school. We understand that there is a school in that area and the pupils are forced to sit on the floor or lie on the floor to learn. Let's bring you that report filed by our Savannah regional correspondent Malik Ghazari after we have a conversation on this.
Channel One News visits to the school revealed that the school has been in a deplorable state. The cemented floor of the classrooms of the school have worn off, doors and windows not in good shape. This situation has resulted in some residents and even animals accessing and using the classrooms after school hours. John Fuseni, PT and SMC chairman, told Channel One News they have been battling with the situation for a very long time. According to him, some residents have shown concern by assisting the school, but the situation is now unbearable.
We don't have furniture. Even in the class, you can see that the children are lying down. How can a child lie down on the floor and be writing? That is our big problem. And no teacher will be happy to see he or a child lying down in the class to write. How do you correct this? So that is what our problem we are facing. So we are appealing. Not the only government, but anybody. Even though our people here, they have been doing their best.
Abdullah Abdul Mumin, senior prefect of the Yapei Presby Primary, is appealing to government and stakeholders to come to their aid with classroom furniture and a KG block.
Our school does not have a KG classroom. We lack furniture, so we are appealing to the MP District Assembly and the government to support us with our KG classroom.
Idi Kamil, assembly member for the Yapei electoral area and presiding member for Central Gonja District Assembly, indicated that the school has teachers' bungalows which have become a death trap. Teachers consequently now rent and stay far away from the school, which also hampering teaching and learning.
So behind me is the teachers' quarters for Yapei Presby A and B primary school. As we can see, the structure is in a dilapidated state. As at now, teachers don't want to stay in because it's a death trap now. And so because of that, teachers resort to rent from town. Others they stay far from the school and then travel to school. And so because of this, sometimes some of them come to school late and then classes doesn't start early. So we are calling on government, like I said, or other organizations who can support us to build teachers' quarters on campus here so that teachers can stay.
So that is a report filed by Malik Ghazari and read by Fauzu Masawudu of the City Newsroom. I'm sure you saw the teachers' bungalow in that shot, and I'm asking you this question, that will you want to stay in such a bungalow to help the pupils or students of the Yapei school, Presby school? If yes, join us 0204 447033. If no, you can still join us 0204 447033. Let's hear from you. But now let's touch base with our correspondent for the Savannah region, Malik Ghazari, who visited the school to bring us this troubling story. Malik, good morning.
Good morning, Philip.
I trust you are doing well.
By His grace.
The Yapei Presby School, tell us, is it from, say, nursery to JHS, or it's just a primary school?
Yes, it's from nursery to primary, but the junior high is located at a different area, but in the same vicinity, but in a different area. And the KG that or the nursery that I'm now talking of has is something that we can't even talk about. And they have the teachers and PTA have resulted in renovating with the assistant of some of the PTA and some residents and also other old students. They've been able to renovate parts of the school to accommodate the KG and nursery, which is not supposed to be so. And the other block, they've also converted their resource classroom, which was supposed to be like an IT or ICT or something like a staff common room for the school, have also been converted to as a KG to the other block. So currently, as we speak, the KG that they are really having is just something that they are still purchasing from the primary school. They don't have a block in the name like this is the KG or the nursery block.
So this is a peculiar issue to the KG class, is that it?
It's both to the KG and primary.
I want to understand you better. So KG to primary, they do not have furniture in the classrooms. Is that what you are saying?
Yes. KG to primary, they do not have furniture in the classroom.
Okay. So with this issue, they are demanding furniture in the classroom. What has been the response from the various authorities, i.e. the Ghana Education Service, the MP for the area, which we know as John Jinapor, the Energy Minister, if I'm correct, Yapei Kusogu constituency, and also the Municipal Chief Executive, if not the present, the previous administration? What was the means of addressing this problem?
Yes, speaking with the assembly member, he said that they have tried their possible best and pushing out the problems to the appropriate bodies, but they haven't heard of any positive response. And even listening to the PTA chairman and the PTA and SMC chairman, he also indicated that they went they went out seeking for support, which they couldn't get back with the help and assistance of some of the residents and parents and also other past students of the school. They've been able to help them within from the past 3 years, and now the situation is now unbearable. So they are now appealing to the benevolent organizations and government to come to their aid, because currently as they speak, the children are really suffering. Looking at it, the few decks they have cannot even accommodate up to 50 students in the whole school.
Right. So you talked about them suffering. Now, how are the students managing physically and emotionally? Let's talk about the emotional part. Obviously, the physical part, we can see they're on the floor, but I don't know how they are really feeling. So how exactly are they feeling sitting on the bare floor every day? And I'm sure coming from their homes, some of them might actually have seats, chairs, and even beds to sit on. So how do they feel coming to school and sitting on the floor?
Yes, speaking with some of the students, they are even saying that they don't even feel comfortable coming to school. Some even feel reluctant even when they give them chop money to come to school. This were what they spoke off record, because due to some situations we didn't want to bring it on air. Speaking to them off record, that was what some of the students said, and some of them also complaining of them washing their clothes, uniforms every day to and back from school.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
And it's really very pathetic see them on the floor, see your ward dressed neatly, coming to school, closing and coming back very dirty. You wonder whether we are still in the age of quality education accessibility.
Right. Since it's a school under a church, what is the church doing about it?
Come again, Kappa.
I said, since it's a school under a church, what is the church doing about it? Has the church said anything about it?
No, currently, we haven't heard anything from the church or the denominational church of that is Presbyterian Church of God. We haven't heard anything for now. But maybe as they've seen this publication, I I think we've now they will now also be on their toes to also look up to it, to work out, to to resolve the situation which is now hindering lives of the peoples of the primary block A and B.
Wow. Malik, be on standby for us. Let's engage the assemblyman for Yapei electoral area, ED Camille, who is joining us via phone. Honorable, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Hello, Honorable. Assemblyman for Yapei
Hello.
electoral area. Good morning.
Good morning, sir. How's the morning?
I trust you are doing well.
Yes, I'm doing well.
For how long have these children or pupils been on the floor to study or to learn?
All right, thank you so much. We have Yapei Presby A and then Yapei Presby D. These are schools that are within the same compound, even though they all have their head teachers. For some time now, they have been facing this challenge. Over the years, what we've been able to do is that
hold on. For some time now, you want specific period. Is it 5 years, 3 years, a year, 2? Let's just know about that.
So within this is my second term. So within my first term, I came to realize that this problem has been there. So that means that the problem has been there over 4 years now.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
And so what we did was that about 2 years ago, we've been able to get furniture for the other classes. Say primary 3, 4, 5. We're able to support them. But unfortunately, the nursery classes and the KG classes and class 1 and 2, those classes do not have furniture. So basically what they do is that it is only the teacher's table and chair, and then these children, they have a cemented floor that they usually sit on and then they study.
What has accounted to the delay in getting furniture for pupils within their formative years? They are nursery, KG, class 1. Literally, you are beginning school, so you should even have the comfort to even start school, isn't it? What has become the difficulty in there?
Exactly, that should have been the case, but it isn't. We have laid this complaint to the district assembly, and over the years we've been told that financial constraints, and so because of that, they have not been able to solve that problem. But the ideal thing is that the entire district, this is not the only school that is facing this challenge. I am the presiding member for Central Gonja, so I am privy to this challenge. And so usually the few decks that the assembly is able to acquire, they give it to the education directorate, and then they also look at the schools that are in need of these furniture, and then they distribute it in smaller quantities to these schools. And so Yapei Presby, primary A, primary B, and then we even have the English and Arabic primary, which is also facing the same challenge within Yapei. And so this problem is a bigger one, and we are hoping that perhaps the assembly will come in. Yesterday, when this story broke up, the Honorable DC, Honorable Mahama Husseini, called me, and then we spoke about it. The coordinating director for the district also called me. And then they gave us assurance that they will look into it and see how they'll be able to solve this problem. I am hoping that their words is something to hold on to, so that this problem will become a thing of the past.
Do parents of these children pay fees, or is free?
It's a government school, and so they don't pay fees.
Nothing.
However, we have PTA that have supported. In fact, some of these classrooms, the floor was not good, and so PTA have to come in and then get support from other benevolent persons to support them. I know of one, Dr. Mahama Wayo, who supported in renovating some of the classrooms for the KG block. And so that is why they even have that ninth floor to sit and study. Yes.
So maybe you are saying ninth floor, but it's not nice enough, because see,
Exactly.
I wouldn't want to have my child go to school well dressed, come home, and the dress is dirty. And for all you know, I have only one for my child, so I keep washing it, or the child is going to repeat it the next day. This is not right. This is not so appropriate, Chris.
I entirely agree with
this is totally not right. And if
yes,
the authorities there must work on it, we will engage the DC as well. If you must work on it, it must be now, like within the next 24 hours. You should have a solution to this problem.
Right.
Yes,
Anyway,
I agree with you.
But what efforts have you made as a assemblyman to actually find a solution for these people?
I think apart from engaging the district assembly, we have also engaged other persons within our district and our communities who are philanthropists who have been supporting. And one of the ways is also engaging with your media house. And I think that if we begin to expose our challenges this way, I think authorities will take these challenges so serious and come to our aid. But we've been engaging them, and maybe silently we don't get the results. And so I think that our challenges now should be very exposed. Maybe even if not with those authorities that we are following, perhaps we can have some other persons, organizations, or philanthropists who will come to our aid. And I think that that's the right way to go. That is why I've come to ChannelOne TV. And I think your reporter within Savannah region, he has done a good work there by bringing this documentary or topic to life.
Right. But would you support any community-led initiative if external help does not come?
Exactly. I think that's what I've been doing in my community. And as a leader in the community, I've done a lot of things led by the community.
Right.
We have done a lot of renovation work within our polyclinic, our chief compound, and some of the schools. And so we have about 4 primary schools, 4 junior high schools, and these challenges are there. It is not only in the primary school, also the junior high schools, we have furniture challenge. So we have been doing a lot. The Honorable MP has also been supporting. I think last year he supported some of the junior high schools with furniture. He has also supported in renovating some of the schools. I think that maybe when this issue also comes to his attention, I'm hoping that he also comes to the aid of these kids in order to support them with furniture. And perhaps that block that we are talking about is in a bad shape, very, very bad shape. Broken doors, broken windows. When students close from school, the following day when they return, they have to sweep animals dropping. Sometimes they have to wash the classrooms. And so it is very, very bad. The school actually needs renovation, a facelift that will even motivate the students. And so because of this challenge, I've been told by the head teacher that there have been absenteeism in these classrooms, like you said. Some of these children, they come to school, they dirty their uniforms, they lie on their belly, some of them get sick and all that. So it is not a good thing that is happening here. We actually need the support. We need the facelift of the school. We need furniture to be provided for the school. And this is what we are expecting.
Right. So what are the parents saying about it, or what's the feelings from the parents?
Yes, I think your reporter was able to engage the SMC chairman. And like I've had the opportunity in attending one of the PTA meetings that parents in that meeting, some of them were even suggesting that I think now if they are not getting the support from the assembly, they have to come in as parents in order to provide maybe in their small way support with the furniture. But not all of them are capable. And so if authorities can come in, it will be timely. But otherwise, maybe we just have to put. And these things, the head teachers are afraid of this because previously it is against the rules that you ask parents to pay some money, which has not been authorized from above. And so teachers are afraid to do this, even though parents have suggested, but they were very, very reluctant. They wouldn't want to do something that would jeopardize their work.
Idi Kamel, the assembly member for the Yapei lecture area, we are grateful for joining us. Just that it's a sad one. Thank you so much. Peers of these children or pupils say in other schools are learning comfortably. We have our children at Yapei primary or Presbyterian school drawing tomato on the floor, drawing boxes on the floor, sitting on the floor, and we expect to what? Compete with other. No, this is not right. This is so not right. This I now keep saying that it's high time we move away from we have done this, we have done that. Have we gotten to that level yet? Have you gotten to the stage where the children must be comfortable to learn? Because mind you, if you do not create conducive environment for the children to learn, it affects them. This is cognitive. It affects their mental upbringing. Like, we are used to this way of doing things, so we have to do it in the we should create a level ground for everyone.
You see,
I think it's total overhaul of the schools. Like, I'm really sad now because see, you have a child sitting on the like it's not any other floor, a concrete floor, like hard floor, and studying, learning, drawing on the floor. This is sad. This is not right in any jurisdiction. Whether the MP, that is John Jinapor, has done something about it, whether they brought in chairs, whether they've given it to JSS, they've given it to SS, this is not right. It must be fixed now. Honorable Aruna Idrisu, you are the education minister. We are pleading with you. This is in the Northern Belt. Please go there, work on this. The lip services, we are done with it. Whether the previous administration started this, didn't end this. See, we have children, and we know how children learn. When children are learning, they stay glued to certain way of doing things if you do not help them. The formative years is from that stage to age 8. Mind you, age 8 or age 7, you are moving to class 1 to class 2. And nursery and KG, I'm sitting on the floor learning. It's not right. No, it's not. It has to stop and it has to be resolved now. Chris, this is just, and mind, look at what the bungalow also looks like. The bungalow looks like, excuse me to say, maybe mind my words, a place where somebody who is mentally derailed will stay. You can't put me, a teacher, into this kind of bungalow and expect me to bring my best. This is under Ghana Education Service. It's under no institution but Ghana Education Service. It's under the Ministry of Education. It's under the local government or whatever we find ourselves in. Get this thing resolved immediately, please. Let's speak to the district chief executive for the area, Mahama Fusaini. Good morning, Honorable. How are you?
Good morning. How are you?
I'm not well. I'm not good at all. Because what I'm seeing on the screen is nothing to write home about. What are the plans to ensure that children that we have from, say, the age of 2 or age of 1 to 7 at Yapei Presbyterian School get desks or places, comfortable places to sit immediately? What are the plans?
Yeah, plans are far in advance. Yes, as you said, I am the DCE for Central Gonja. Yapei Presby Primary is under me. And it is my responsibility as the district chief executive to make sure education is actually taken care of within my jurisdiction. But as we all know, we are doing resetting, and this resetting agenda takes a lot. Because there was a mess created all over for 8 good years. No single desk has been provided in any of the schools. Fortunately, on my part, I am even a CS, a security supervisor, who was even with education, and I know the problems at stake before I was appointed as a district chief executive. So I'm a grassroots man. I am aware, and this was a mess that has been created by the previous administration. I would tell you in records that since 8 years, no single chair has been donated or has been constructed and supplied to the schools in Central Gonja. The only fortunate intervention was our MP, Honorable John Abdullah Jinapo, the current Energy and Green Transition Minister, who has done a whole lot of intervention by providing about 1,000 dwell decks to supply some of the selected schools. I want to tell you that had it not because of the intervention of our MP, Honorable John Abdullah Jinapo, now we shouldn't be talking about only Yapei Presby. It should be a thing of the whole district. But I am going to assure you, once we are doing resetting, this message just got to me just yesterday. I didn't take it easy at all. I have to consult, go through all means and ways to get the problem resolved. So I want to assure you that by the end of the week, this is going to be fixed. I've just talked to my MP. He has given some directives, and then I have to go back and see a contractor who even constructed some of the decks in his own course. If there are reserves, I have to carry it immediately to go and fix the situation. We are doing resetting. We are not going to joke. We are going to have to clear all the mess. We are now responsible. We make sure that education in our various jurisdictions is actually uplifted. It is my concern. I actually didn't sleep over it. So my brother, as I'm talking to you, plans are far in advance. Give me a matter of hours, not even a matter of days. I'm going to fix that problem in Yapei Presby as the district chief executive officer responsible for education in my district. Thank you very much.
All right, so you just said that as a matter of hours or a matter of days or even a week, everything will be sorted out. Are we just looking at only Yapei Presby or the other
at the
ones?
moment, we have about 2,500 decks fixed. 2,500 under construction. But then, this one is an urgent issue. So I am going to supply them before I go around on official visit to see where there are furniture deficits, to see where I have to come in and make sure issues of this nature become the past, a thing of the past in my district. We are actually on our toes and make sure the resetting agenda starts from the grassroots. Thank you very much.
But before that, you said that you were in the education space before you became the district chief executive for Central Gonja. What was the plan like during that period to ensure that at least the schools within your jurisdiction or in the municipality or district
my brother,
get what is
what
needed?
I'm saying is I was just a CS. I have no power authority within my own means as a CS to make sure some of these things are supplied. By then, there was a DC who is supposed to do this, and nothing has been done. So some of us were even on our toes, telling them every day that we need to do this A, B, C, D here. Because we have been going around the schools, supervising and monitoring, and we bring data to the office, telling them that our children are on the floor. They should do something, and that has not been done. Fortunately, the grassroots man himself has been appointed as a district chief executive, where I know all the problems. And that is what I'm saying. I've started taking my tour, my visit, official visit to the various schools, and I make sure these things are fixed. But as a matter of urgency, I am assuring you that your reporters can even go back there next week. Plans are far in advance to fix that particular problem, and subsequently the rest of the schools will be sorted out. I've just had a discussion with the director of education and then asked that they should bring me data of chair furniture ratio deficit. I will tackle it, and I will tackle it squarely. It is not easy to reset, but we are ready to make sure the reset agenda is on course and to clear all those kind of mess that we have come to meet. We're not ready to countenance to that. So I'm assuring you
Right.
that the issue will be fixed.
Right, Honorable, we actually like to hear this, and we are actually going to hold you accountable for this. So we'll be following this story keenly. But apart from the, issue of furniture, have you seen the teacher's bungalow?
Yes, of course. Yesterday, let me tell you in records that I just came from one of the villages where there is this windstorm, and some of the bungalows went ripped off. And of course, to rely on the assembly because I've come to inherit a mess, there is nothing there. I have to call my MP, Honorable John Abdullah Jinapo, to swiftly come to the intervention to get some of these things fixed. And I tell you, if you want to make a call to some of the communities, they will tell you I've come around with my engineers, with my workmen, to make sure that the ripped-off schools are put in place. Personally, we are just fortunate that we have an MP that is actually ready to support his constituency. Had it not because of the intervention of MP, I would tell you that by now there is no even a single school existing. This man could go around, fix some of the schools with his own pocket money. A school where there is a place, community without a school, he put a pavilion there. Community where the school is not in order, he will renovate it, renovating school courtesies from his own pocket money for the 8 good years. My question was, where was those who were actually responsible for that? So I am saying that even in opposition, this has been done. Now that we are in power, I am confident and sure that some of these things will be fixed within the shortest possible time. This should be part of the resetting agenda of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama that we are all singing. It needs sacrifice. It needs patience. It needs some kind of pragmatic steps, just as I've just done, to fix this particular issue.
Honorable DC, thank you so much for your time. Mahama Hussein is the DC for Central Gonja. Our colleague or correspondent from the Savannah region, Malik Ghazari, I think he's still on the line. Malik, if you can hear me, I'm sure you would go to this school and follow up for us.
Yes, the MP has assured that by the close of this week. So, for us, we are always in to do the follow-up. And we are assuring him that as he has given us the duration, we'll also abide by that duration and follow up to see the updates of the story.
Beautiful. So I also understand that there are other schools within the district that is facing similar problems. So you'd want to also highlight on these schools for us that we can push the agenda out there. Grateful for your time, Malik Ghazari, who is our Savannah regional correspondent, brought this pressing, this humiliating, this barbaric story. Trust me, nobody would want to have his or her child sit on the floor and learn. Talk less of being a teacher and teaching in the school and staying in that shambolic thing they call
Teacher's bungalow.
Teacher's bungalow.